I started in 1985, and the idea was to have a small summer stock theater, as I was familiar with in central New York. And I thought we can do some shows. At the time, Lakeview was just finishing building the condos, and they were timeshares. And they had an idea the theater would be a great amenity for the timeshare people. And we began with writing musical reviews for headliners, such as Carol Lawrence, Dean Jones, and Judy Norton-Taylor. And as we saw that we can draw more people, and if we did what's called book shows, we then did West Side Story, Chorus Line, and I Do with Bill and Susan Seaford Hayes. And that's the beginning of changing over from headliners to book musicals. And we started to do 42nd Street, and we started to do shows such as 42nd Street, where we had a lot of singing, a lot of dancing. My One and Only we did. We also did shows that were deeply entertaining, like Fiddler on the Roof. I also can give you a funny experience. It wasn't funny when it happened. We had the person playing Tevye go out on stage the opening night and go blank. And he says to the audience, "Where am I?" So I sent a chorus person out there and said, "Tell him where he is and give him the lines." And then that's how we opened the season. We grew from there to the Creative Arts Center, and that's when we really exploded. And we had the ability to do so many other shows because of also beautiful Creative Arts Center, like this magnificent theater here at the Met. You know, I'm also an educational professor, and I've always been very interested in bringing the arts to young people. And so as we became established in 1995, we began to present holiday shows. In fact, the first holiday show we presented was Christmas Carol. And that was our first show. And then we went to Peter Pan and did Cinderella and Seussical and those kind of shows. And our idea was to make sure we sent out educational packets to teachers that are sort of pre-production questions, and talk about what a director does, what a set designer does, what an actor does, and how they prepare for the shows. What I'm proud of, as I said, is having close to 200,000 students participate in our educational programs. And what I'm hoping that we're building an audience. What I like to do is to see us expand our shows. I like to see us do some shows in the fall and also in the spring. I like to see us expand to do some more straight plays. I like to see us also, which is most important to us, is to give a chance for new playwrights to do their works. We got so many places, so many stages. We have the Met, we have the amphitheater, we have the Creative Arts Center, we have some beautiful theaters in the high schools. So we need to nurture more people, especially young people, to get interested in the elements of theater.